Hi everyone, Amy Russell here. So I'm facilitating a 40-day online program. This is an amazing opportunity to step into a group energy and have the support to do a 40-day practice. We will be meeting Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. live via Zoom, and I will be doing the same series, the same yoga series every day. We'll do warm-ups, we'll do some pranayama, and we'll do a physical practice, and then we'll do a meditation as well. And the class will run from 6 a.m. to 7:15 in the morning, Monday to Friday. And then I send you the recording and you do the practice at home yourself, okay? So for some people, you might consider including the diet. Okay, so for many years, I've done a 40-day diet, 40-day cleanse with my students. And it's an amazing and very interesting journey to go on. I think the first time I did one was in my yoga training just over 10 years ago. And I remember there was such resistance to looking at our eating habits. We have a lot of emotional attachment to food, and especially for women, we use the reward system. And I think through the year that we've had, through isolation and through lockdown, and I know for me personally, I would have reached for a lot of foods and used foods as comfort and said, oh, fuck it, you know, whatever's going to happen, I might as well eat what I eat and enjoy doing it at the same time and not feeling guilty. But I know for myself personally, being really sensitive, and that high sugar diet, high carbs, lots of caffeine really has an adverse effect on my system. And maybe this resonates with you. And maybe you've never done a cleanse before, and this might seem really daunting. So you might just consider maybe giving up sugar, maybe give up caffeine, maybe monitor your time on social media, remove the phone from the bedroom and bring in an alarm clock. And you know, it's about detoxing, doing the internal work, because the internal reflects the external. And I've been getting my house in order and preparing myself for the beginning of this cleanse and this 40 days, which is starting on the 14th of September. So I've been cleaning, I've been sorting, I've been recycling, and I've been looking at recipes just to kind of get myself set, because say 5 days ago, maybe a week ago, I was totally allergic and resistant to doing a cleanse. I was like, oh, I don't have the time. But really it's just the negative mind and my ego again going, no, just you deserve your treats. You know, why not do without them? But I know the benefits from doing a 40-day cleanse. There's massive benefits. I feel lighter, I'm more connected and tuned in, I've got more of a flow going on, I'm more creative. At the beginning, it might be a bit of a challenge because I have caffeine withdrawals and I have headaches. And you know, so we really have to be really mindful. And that's why the group energy, you know, through all my work this year, and that's the opportunity that lockdown gave me, was doing a lot of my work online. And it's like, wow, you can really feel the group energy of everybody stepping in. So that's why we're doing it together. We support each other. Monday to Friday, we log on, we do the practice. On Monday morning, we'll stay back afterwards and we'll chat if there's any questions. And then we're going to be doing a Facebook page as well, but not everybody is on Facebook. And I have a mail out list of everybody that's joining as well. So we'll share recipes. So we will be excluding, okay, for the yogic diet. It doesn't suit everybody. It doesn't suit everybody's constitution. So you really have to listen to yourself. And in preparation for gearing up to do a cleanse, or if it's your first time doing one, you just sit into and ask your body, it's like, okay, are you ready for this? But it might be too much all at once if you've never done a cleanse. So like I said earlier, maybe just give up sugar, okay? So we want to have an alkaline diet, okay? So disease can't thrive on an alkaline diet. Disease thrives on an acidic diet. So acidic is through high sugar content, carbohydrates, and, you know, alcohol, you know, all these things that we reach for, you know, that endorphin, that hit. all these receptors in our mouth, the dopamine hit that we reach for, even on social media, we go on to Instagram. I'm guilty as well. Oh, how many likes did I get on my post? And we're looking for that red heart. That's that dopamine hit. Did I get emails? That's that dopamine hit, because we're dopamine scavengers. So we have to peel apart our relationship with food. And I know, being really sensitive, I know caffeine has a huge effect on my system, but I still reach for it. It's this little voice in my head, or this little devil on my shoulder going, no, it's okay, just have it. But I know that it ups my anxiety sometimes when I have too much caffeine in my system. So when we take away those protective mechanisms, we peel away, because we reach for these foods or those foods, we have an opportunity for certain things to step forward. I know the last cleanse that I did, and I did one last year, I think, with students, and it was for 50 days. I continued on. And I just remember I was so emotional during that cleanse. There was days where I was crying. There was days that and I've done 40 days cleanses for many years on and off sporadically, or done shorter ones like 21 days. But this one was really unusual. And I was like, this is really kind of strange. And I just kind of went with it. But it's like, when you peel away all those protective layers, all that food, that sugar, blocking certain things, it has an opportunity. For me, it was an opportunity for a certain part to step forward. And it was a very old part that needed to be acknowledged. Okay. So it was really, really interesting. And we have the support, then we pull in support. We have, a masseuse or a massage therapist or a kinesiologist or a trusted healer that we trust, that has integrity, that supports us in this process. So we stay hydrated. We have all the stuff bought in, because it's really hard to eat out when you're doing this cleanse as well, because when you begin to check products, you're like, oh, everything has sugar. So, because sugar makes things really, really tasty and really, really addictive, but sugar has an adverse effect on the system, and for women as well. It eats and attacks the hormones in the body as well. So when we take away these crutches, we have to introduce something. We need to bring something in. So that's why we bring in the yoga and the meditation. And then the group energy is amazing as well. So for the yogic diet, we exclude wheat, alcohol, dairy. We do include yogurt, like good, high cultured, organic, natural yogurt, because it helps with the digestion, because we will be eating lots of pulses, lots of rice. And, people have a sensitivity to wheat, because wheat is highly industrialized and highly farmed. So the wheat husk, they say, is, it's genetically modified to withstand any weather. So the husk has, on the coating on the outside, has it's like a PVC window. So when they grind that down and they make it into flour and they make it into bread, we're digesting that. So it's like digesting plastic. And we just have to reflect on our diet and what we're consuming and what is being put out as food. Is this food for our benefit? Or is this food to make a profit? Because there is massive, massive profit in ill health, so that we can take that power back into our own hands, and we begin to learn how to cook, make our own food, and begin to develop a healthy relationship with our eating patterns. But this takes time, this takes patience. And yes, I did a cleanse last year, and then I introduced stuff slowly back into my diet. And then we had this year, and all hell broke loose. It's like, oh, the rules were broken, because it's like, oh, are we going to die? Sure, I might as well just go out eating whatever I enjoy eating, but the more sensitive you become and you become more aware, you're less inclined to reach for those things because of the effects that it has on your body. So our relationship with food, it's quite interesting, and it can be quite complex. But begin to explore this, and I invite you to have a journal for the 40 days as well, the 40 day to change. So the physical practice really helps to move stuff out of the body, and that group energy will support each other on this journey, our journey of 40 days to change.